Good morning. Call this hearing to order. Thank you for all being here today as we assess how our nation is doing at building out broadband services to our rural areas. And do not let lack of attendance here indicate to you in any way lack of interest. As Ranking Member Schneider and I were just saying, it's a very, very busy day and a lot of things going on this morning. So everybody, maybe more so than usual, are pulled in multiple directions. But rest assured, it is a very serious issue, and I'm from a rural district, and it is talked about every time I'm back in the state of Iowa. As we've all witnessed in the last decade, modern communications technology has provided endless opportunities to small businesses, and particularly new and exciting ones to small firms located in rural America. The growth of the telecommunications industry and the advances in the way we communicate with each other in recent history has been nothing less than astonishing. Because of this rapid advancement, we have seen a revolution of sorts for small businesses as well. Small firms can communicate now with potential buyers around the world. Family farmers are using wireless technologies to monitor and maximize their crop production. Entrepreneurs can launch a website or an application from their living room or from just about anywhere. And I own a small technology company, and we sell around the world, and we couldn't do it without the internet. And with the use of now commonplace smartphone, we can accept payments from just about anywhere there is a wireless signal. Most importantly, these new technologies provide the gateway and opportunity for economic growth and job creation, particularly in the rural areas. One of the most important tools the internet offers to small business is the ability to access the national and global electronic marketplace. From 2005 to 2015, electronic commerce in the United States, also known as online sales, grew from $291 billion to $342 billion. It's an average increase of 15.3% from 2012 to 2015, phenomenal growth. And this will not slow down anytime soon, I'm sure you would agree. Our small businesses, particularly ones in rural areas, depend on new telecommunications technologies to compete across town and across the world. Our witnesses today represent a critical part of the infrastructure that allows them to do just that. The nation's small telecommunications providers are the ones that traditionally supply the bulk of broadband services to the most rural parts of America, and that is no easy task. For instance, it is certainly worth the investment when you connect broadband to a densely populated urban area with homes, apartments, businesses, and people all converging in a relatively small area. It's not uncommon to have hundreds, if not thousands, of potential subscribers in a 1 square mile area. In rural areas, where family farms dot the landscape, acres and acres and acres apart from each other, in towns of populations of 300 representing the center of the community, the bang for the investment isn't quite as large. Unfortunately, the simple geographic fact of population density has led to a rather large disparity of 39% of our rural Americans not having access to high-speed telecommunications capacity, 39%, compared to only 4% of Americans who live in urban areas. We've been making progress over the past few years, but more needs to be done to put rural America on par with urban America. This issue is double-edged sword in that we have small telecommunications companies serving the greater rural small business sector at large with no small responsibility. We here in Congress must ensure that our federal government's regulatory regime is supporting and fostering growth in the telecommunications industry, not penalizing and limiting as we have seen in recent years. We have a new administration and new leadership at the Federal Communications Commission, or the FCC, as most of us know it by, and other regulatory bodies that have a significant say about how and when broadband services can be delivered to rural areas in the United States, and I remain hopeful for continued positive change. Again, I want to thank everyone for being here, particularly our panelists, and I now yield to our ranking member, Mr. Snyder, for his opening remarks.